Hey guys, this is Joy back again with another video. And I just wanted to say thank you for watching my video, you guys. I really appreciate all of the likes, the shares, and subscribes in the comments. Today's video, I wanted to talk about what is a codependent. And the reason why is actually because my last video, which got a lot of views, thank you guys for supporting me. Sorry, I saw something. I got a lot of views on what happens when you in a relationship with a narcissist. So please be sure that you guys keep viewing it, keep sharing it, keep leaving comments, as long as it's nice. But I accept criticism or whatever. I'm open to improving or. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is because, like I said, I got a comment from a gentleman, and he was talking about the word codependency, and a lot of people don't know what it means to be a codependent. So I just wanted to kind of go over that and just there's 3 points I wanted to talk about, and actually it's on my phone here. Thought it'd be interesting, and it all kind of ties into dealing with narcissists and childhood issues and abandonment, stuff like that. So here is the official definition of codependency. So it says codependency is a learned behavior that can be passed down from one generation to another. It is an emotional and behavioral condition that affects an individual's ability to have a healthy, mutually satisfying relationship. It is also known as a relationship addiction because people with codependency often form or maintain relationships that are one-sided, emotionally destructive, and/or abusive. The disorder was first identified about 10 years ago as the result of years of studying interpersonal relationships in families of alcoholics. Codependent behavior is learned by watching and imitating other family members who display this type of behavior. And the reason why I wanted to read that specific definition is because I kind of had a summary of what I thought a codependent was, and the gentleman, I guess maybe he thought I didn't say it right or I didn't explain it correctly, but I thought I was fine, honestly. But that's the official definition of a codependent. And like I was saying before in the other video, a lot of empaths tend to be codependent, unfortunately. But you will have to date like one or two narcissists to figure out, like, okay, like I have a problem, I have an addiction. This happened to me as a child. You learn the patterns from your family members, which the your family members had relationships that were dysfunctional, and you just picked up on it, and you never learned to heal that and to see that's something wrong there. But we all have the ability to heal and get into a healthy and a loving relationship. And the thing about narcissists, they love dysfunction, they love drama. Yeah, they're really, really codependent. So I wanted to talk about the 3 points that's on here that I thought was pretty interesting, and I'll just kind of go over a little bit. It says who does codependency affect? And it says codependency often affects a spouse, a parent, a sibling, a friend, or a co-worker of a person afflicted with alcohol or drug dependence. Originally, codependent was a term used to describe partners in chemical dependencies, persons living with or in a relationship with an addicted person. Similar patterns have been seen in people in relationships with chronic and mental ill individuals. Today, however, the term has broadened to describe any codependent person from any dysfunctional family. And like again, in the other video that I had posted, I actually kind of went over this, and the gentleman, he was just, I don't know what that was all about, and I still haven't responded, and I'm sure he may be watching this video, but it was just really an inspiration to me to make this video. And like I said, I am recovering from being a codependent because I remember the last two guys that I dated. The one guy, he even told me that he was addicted to me. Like, he just straight up said, "I'm addicted to you," and I didn't think much of it. I was just like, oh, like maybe he just likes me. But he told me like he was just addicted, and I don't know if it was because we were being intimate or he was just addicted to the attention that I was showing him, the praise and the affection, and yeah, it was addicted. And I'm not gonna, like, I was actually addicted to him too. Like, he was, one of the things that narcissists do is they love bomb you when they first start dating you. And, they give you all this attention, they spoil you, they give you gifts, they compliment you, and you get addicted to that, And, yeah, I mean, you always want to have that. And it's like, when it comes to the point of the devaluation stage, it's like you're fighting to get that back, that praise and affection and attention that they showed you in the beginning. But, it doesn't happen because then they discard you later. But, so yeah, that's pretty much what codependent, like, who it can affect. Like, literally, it can affect anybody. Like I said, it was something that was learned when you were a child, depending on your household, whether your family had healthy communication where they talked to each other with if there was a problem, or if your family was passive aggressive and they ignored each other, they gave each other the silent treatment, or they slammed the doors, or they made fun of you, put you down. Like, that was the way of communication. So yeah, codependents come from dysfunctional families. So, and the last point is, so it says, what is a dysfunctional family and how does it lead to codependency? So it says a dysfunctional family is one in which members suffer from fear, anger, pain, or shame that is ignored or denied. Underlying problems may include any of the following: an addiction by a family member to drugs, alcohol, relationships, work, food, sex, or gambling, the existence of physical and emotional or sexual abuse, the presence of a family member suffering from a chronic mental or physical illness. And I'm going to just read this last paragraph. It's actually a lot, but I think you all need to hear it. So it says dysfunctional families do not acknowledge that problems exist. Basically, like, if there's something going on in the household and everybody knows that something is just like kind of off, or there was a problem, or someone had an argument, and they don't talk about it the next day, they just kind of let it slide under the rug. They don't say how they're really feeling. Like, they just kind of ignore that feeling. And I think actually that's how kids are taught that when they're younger too. Like, let's say if a kid wants a toy and the mom's like, no, like, you can't have it, or I don't have the money, and the kid gets upset, and it's like the mom just like, oh, don't cry, don't get upset. Like, you're basically denying that kid to feel the way that they want to feel, so like, you're telling them to just like deny how you feel, like deny your real true feeling. And it's like, as you grow older, you still have that same type of mindset. So, but yeah, like, they don't talk about or confront the problem. And it says, as a result, family members learn to repress emotions. So you learn how to repress that emotion of like wanting that toy. Like, you repress it, you pretend like you already have it or you're gonna get it, but you never do. And it says, and discard their own needs. And it says they become survivors. They develop behaviors that help them deny, ignore, or avoid difficult emotions. They detach themselves. They don't talk. They don't touch. They don't confront. They don't feel. They don't trust. The identity and emotional development of the members of a dysfunctional family are often inhibited. So yeah, that's what that's all about. So yeah, that's what dysfunctional family is. And I can honestly say that I came from a dysfunctional family, my own immediate family, and also distant family. My aunt that I lived with for 5 years was a super dysfunctional family. Like, she was the woman of the house, and she basically told like my uncle like what to do, and it was all about her. It was all about making her happy, and if she wasn't happy, then she would make everybody else in the house not happy. It was just super dysfunctional. You wasn't allowed to feel. You wasn't allowed to trust yourself. Everything had to be perfect. Like, it was just crazy. And then it was just a lot of abuse, a lot of yelling, a lot of fighting. Like, that was normal. And that's not a normal thing. Like, they didn't talk about how they really felt, or if they did, it was like playing mind games. And it was just a mess. But anyway, you guys, I did want to let you know that I do have an Instagram for my new website for my narcissistic coaching or counseling. It's called Live Narc Free. That's my Instagram. And I'll be finding out if that domain is available for GoDaddy. So that would be the site, but I'll keep you guys posted on that. But I did post some videos on my Instagram. So again, it's Live, Live, Narc, NARC, Live Narc Free. That's my Instagram. So please be sure that you follow that. And please be sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.